the center of the town. Sorry, I just had a bit of a shady area. Hey man, that's hot. The sun is hot as you know what. Um, Even the journalists recognize that shade is always better.
How are you?
I'm well, sir. How are
I
you?
watch your videos all the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
they're great.
Thanks, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you,
Yeah.
brother. Appreciate that. So, again, as I mentioned earlier on, you should never underestimate just how organized the EFF can be. The rabble is always meant to be here to antagonize, to test the limits of the state. And if you don't believe me, I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. Here we go. So they're walking off now, thankfully. And a lot of that is happening only because there was a police barricade and effectively the farming community behind them. So the EFF left the part of town that they had been demarcated and effectively came up here to where the farmers group was. So I think, again, credit where it's due. The police acted in time, they created a barricade and it effectively pushed back the EFF. Sorry, so yeah, no problem, no problem. You guys are doing a good job, by the way. Good job, guys, thank you. Yeah, I mean, as I said, there's a ton of police, including specialized units like, what do they call themselves? What are they guys called? Public Order Police and TRT, there we go. As I said, the EFF who are on that side, they may be walking off now, literally walked where they were, up the street towards where the farmers were. Again, I made this point on the show. Sorry, man. I made this point on the show. The EFF would try and do this. Their whole MO is to antagonize and to try and elicit a response from the farmers. And thankfully, the farmers kept their cool because, again, we're not here for the EFF. We're not here for their shenanigans. We're here for Brendin Horner. And as all these shenanigans are happening, you've got to remind yourself as to why people are here. And this is why I keep saying to people, do not be dribbled by the EFF. Do not be dribbled by the rabble rousers, the loud voices in our society. There are serious issues in this society that have to be dealt with. And what you don't need is to be distracted by that. You do not have to be distracted by that. I can assure you of that. Because now they become the news story. They become the center of attention, and not Brendin Horner, who exactly we're here to actually honor the memory of and demand justice for. So I just thought, sorry, brother, there's a police vehicle behind you. Hey man, these cops have brought some serious machinery. Check that out. And oh, we got some farmers over here. Hey man, how you doing, brother? Sorry, I'm live at the moment, but these are the farmers that I was talking about. They were on the other side of the barricade. They were where they were supposed to be, and the EFF left where they were supposed to be to try and antagonize them. I told you they would try and do this in the video. I told you they'd try and do this in the video because they know how the mainstream media works. The mainstream media won't show the EFF antagonizing people. It'll show the farmers' response. And then what do we hear? Oh, farmers this, farmers that. Told you. Told you. Sorry, guys. Hi, my name is Big Daddy Liberty. This is the Big Daddy Liberty Show.
I'm Gerald.
Gerald, nice to meet you. Live on the show at the moment. Let me just do this. Sorry. You're live on the show at the moment. Are you from the area, maybe surrounding? Tell me.
I'm from a small village called Walker's Fruit Farms. We came out to support our farmers in Senekal.
Yeah.
Because the last thing we want is murder, blood and death.
Absolutely.
All we want is peace, people to work together. And we're tired of these people, these EFF people threatening us. They're going to take us out. They're going to kill us. They're going to take our towns, the same towns that feed them, they want to destroy.
That's the ironies of ironies. In fact, I was joking with my cameraman because, my purpose here was to interview everybody, right, to get their side of things. And we started there in the morning, and obviously we're going to move, to the farmers now. But, I think you're spot on. The inflammatory rhetoric we've heard has not come from the farmers on this particular issue. It's come from the EFF side. And again, what really irks me, and I'm sorry for getting so angry about this, is that a lot of the mainstream media who are here never cover this issue like that. They always cover it, you see, we told you those farmers are violent, we told you the farmers were waiting for a fight. But the reality is, and I want to show you guys, the reality is you can't see it that well, but up this hill here is where the farmers were effectively, peacefully, probably praying, again, here for Brendin Horner. That is why we're all here. Do not be dribbled by that nonsense. And I'm going to show you how they've destroyed the town, by the way. I'm going to head down in that direction towards them now, because I warned you about this. I warned you guys about this. This is how the EFF act. Sorry, guys, I want to come back. You just caught me in a little bit of a live wire.
Awesome.
But maybe as a final question, talk to me about the importance of you guys as a community standing together, protecting, as I like to say on the show, life, liberty, and property rights. Why is this important? Why is the unity amongst the farming community and really rural South Africans, period, important in this time?
Well, first thing I can say to you, I think it comes from heritage. We weren't thrown on this land to survive. We were thrown on this land to create farms, to create jobs, to create food. People were starving. And when the farmers came and they're farming and they're doing their different things, people are eating, people are living, people are thriving, they're not surviving. But now they're following people that don't do the right thing, and then they starve and they suffer and they don't understand why.
Absolutely.
It's because they can't see what their people, their leaders are doing to them.
Absolutely.
Their own leaders are breaking them.
And I must bring this up because just for the sake of the show, and people can understand, where farmers and what farmers think. Excuse me, and I'm going to put it to you in a confrontational way, but I want you to push back against it. Some lefty listening now might think, oh, but Big Daddy, of course he'll talk to the farmers. He loves the farming community, but these farmers don't want blacks to farm. Is that true?
That's very, very, very untrue. In the area where I live, every second neighbor of mine is a black South African farmer that's doing his own thing. And we work together day in, day out.
That's right.
When his property gets attacked at night, I go to his house just like I would to any other farmer's
That's
house
right.
to protect him and his family. There's no color in safety or community, guys. All our farmers stand together. Now, that same food that these guys are going to go eat now for lunch comes from the white farmer, the black farmer, the Indian farmer, any farmer that's made it. It doesn't come from a certain farmer.
Absolutely.
Farmers bring the food to these people.
How's that for delicious irony? Brother, thank you so much for your time. And thank you guys for actually standing up for this. And again, a reminder that we're here for Brendin Horner.
That's it.
I came for the free Wi-Fi.
There you go.
And there is no Wi-Fi because everyone's on the Wi-Fi.
Hey man, never underestimate the South Africans and our sense of humor, even in tough times. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Daddy.
But I'm going to walk down the street, guys, because I want you to see what I talk about. The EFF are here to antagonize. The whole modus operandi is literally to try and get a response out of farmers, so that when they respond, the media say, oh, look at the farmers, look at what they did, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to show you what the EFF guys did to the town here. They absolutely destroyed the middle of the city, or the town, I should call it. I'm just going to ask, hey guys, let's roll. Guys, bear with me. Oh, sorry, Bob. Just bear with me. I'm going to try, I want to show you what the EFF have done to the city center. It's absolutely crazy. In fact, you know what? Instead of me doing this, let me flip the camera and let's walk down. Traffic is now obviously finally able to move because the EFF has gotten out the bloody way. Yeah, guys, this really does get to me because you cannot build a unified, property-owning and prosperous country when we don't actually call out bad behavior, especially when we see it. Gotta forgive me, guys, if you're hearing a lot of heavy breathing. If you don't want to get in the way, but traffic is effectively slowed down because the EFF have basically destroyed public property. How's this for irony? How's this irony for irony? The EFF said they were here. How's this for irony? The EFF said they were here because they wanted to prevent the farmers from destroying public property. Look at what the EFF did. So the EFF says they're here to protect private property and public property, but look at what they did. And who's cleaning it up? The farmers. Hey man, good to see you guys again. Hey man. And look who's cleaning up the town. The very people who were told are prime evil. Here's some EFF members. EFF, there they go. Done with their protest and their pillaging and their destroying. So here's delicious irony. The same EFF that saying they came here to protect public property against these quote-unquote vicious farmers, blah, blah, blah. That's them. That's their work. That's them right there. That's them right there. I keep telling you people, stop being dribbled by these politicians. Stop being dribbled by these politicians. Stop being dribbled by these politicians. This is not about race. It's not about any of that nonsense. It's about us pushing back against the sort of politicians who talk trash and do nothing. Now they're heading back to the demarcated area. Again, farmers restoring the bins, opening the road again. Here we have an EFF lady also taking some footage.
All right. So we just thank the Lord. There was peace here today, sister.
Well,
You're amazing.
peace maybe.
God loves you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Hey, man.
For covering us, sir.
I am doing a live stream at the moment. My name is Big Daddy Liberty. I know you're on the show already.
That's right.
And that'll be up on Wednesday next week.
Thank you, sir.
But again, maybe just in a minute.
Yeah. All right.
Who are you? What do you guys do?
Okay.
And just for context for these viewers, because they didn't see what happened earlier on, I met this gentleman about maybe 2 or 3 hours ago. They're from a Christian group. I'll let him get into that. But they're just trying to hand out water to everybody who's here. They're just trying to hand out water because, guys, it's very, very hot today. And, they're trying to even hand it out to some of the EFF members. And what I saw, and you'll see it on the show, are 2 EFF members of parliament who then came and rather with a weird tone that didn't match the situation, ushered every EFF member away and said, yeah, don't take water from these people, don't take water from these people. And what this gentleman didn't hear is that, there was they said, and I caught it on camera, I think, that we shouldn't be taking water from white people is actually what they said. I don't think you heard that part.
That's good. There's poison in it, and I just think with an act of love, this movement is Pedi, Zulu, English, Afrikaans. It's not about culture. It's about a new chapter.
Yeah.
So we're just challenging all South Africans. We've had revolutions. That sign, we need a servolution. We need to start doing and building. And when you serve, you find purpose. We have the greatest continent ever. We've got all the resources under the ground. We've got arable land. We've got energy. We've got love. And the reason why those parliamentary guys ushered me away over there is because they want divide.
Yes.
God wants unity.
Yes.
And it's a simple thing where there's love and unity, God commands His blessing. So changes today. Love has won today.
Absolutely.
People were waiting for a war. They were waiting for bloodshed. But instead, there was absolute love here. We've cleaned up also the damages that some of them made, but guys made, etc. But it's not all the members at all.
Yes.
So just we're challenging all South Africans, all of Africa. We have the most beautiful continent. Revolutions don't work. The reason why
That's
they did
right.
it, let me be very blunt to that parliamentary member who was so rude with us.
Incredibly rude. It's on camera, by the way.
I know. The reason is because there's looting and corruption.
That's
so what
right.
they do is they're just shaking things up to make the water muddy so they can keep looting and stealing. So
That's
here's
right.
the dilemma. We challenge you. Stop being a revolutionary.
That's
God
right.
loves you. He made you in His image. So what comes out of your mouth comes from your heart. At the moment, it's hate. So you need to change over. You need to repent, and you need to just know that we love you.
Absolutely.
So much. South Africa loves you. Where there's unity, there's blessings. And I'm telling you now, what we need to understand, Julius, is everyone has a role to play. It's nothing to do with that. Why don't you just for a moment, I just want to show you, Mr. Cameraman, why don't you just pan on here quickly?
Yep.
Put your hand next to mine. Can you see there's hardly a difference there, Julius? Stop trying to separate us on skin color. I mean, put it that side there. There's no difference there. God made us in His image. One nation under one God, Jesus Christ.
There you go.
Julius Malema, Ijesu Lutando, Medima Larato. Servolution, sir.
Hey, man,
No more revolution.
just a final thought. On this show, we talk a lot about our values as South Africans as being faith, flag, family, and freedom. So I know you guys are a Christian organization. Kudos to you for actually coming out and trying to do the right thing. And yes, you're right. We need to put the pressure on our politicians. There you go. He's got an EFF member there. Hey, my brother, how are you? Hey, Tara, hey, Tara. All right, I must move on. Munir, thanks for your time. All right. Oh, there's the IR colleagues over here. Hey, what's going on? You're currently live on the BDL show. This is, of course, vlog 53. And the mountain man himself is right here. Gabriel Kraus,
You're walking by before all of the cars. It's like you led the reopening of this.
Hey, man, I was like Moses leading the way, opening up the... no, I should stop with that analogy. But, all right, I want to move down towards the EFF guys because, again, the purpose of today was to bring you, Fudge it, let me flip the screen. Sorry about that. I warned you. in previous vlogs that this is what the EFF would do. They were looking for a response from the farming groups, and they didn't get it, thank Hashem. But this is their MO, and I keep saying to you guys, we need a politics which is heads and shoulders above this nonsense. Heads and shoulders above this nonsense. You need a politics that argues the case of how do you unite South Africans, how do you address the actual issues that we're facing. In this particular instance, the failure of the state, the failure of our society to ensure rural safety. How do we hashtag save rural SA? How do we do that? Guys, show me that hashtag in the comments. Hashtag save rural SA. Because not everything should resort, to this sort of black-white nonsense when it's so contrived. It's so contrived. You can always see it. Like the whole black-white divide nonsense, it's so contrived. It's forced by politicians. I want to flick the... guys, let's get that hashtag going. Hashtag save rural SA. That is why we're here. It is to remind ourselves that, this is our community, guys. This is our country. This is your country, and that we have a shared stake in it. Save rural SA, guys. Hashtag save rural SA. I see the police are now moving down to create a cordon here. And again, I must remind you, based on the video I did, don't lose sight of why we're actually here. Don't be dribbled by what we're seeing here. Brendin Horner, guys. Brendin Horner. Young man in this part of the world who called, hey, he could have walked these streets that I'm on right now. He could have bought his petrol at that Shell. He could have been friends with these guys. Hey guys, how you doing? Who knows? He could have ate at that Wimpy, shopped at that High Q for his car. This was his home, but his life was snuffed out by violent, vicious savages, savage murderers in this country. So we should never, regardless of how much we're dribbled by the EFF taps, we should never lose sight of why we're here and why the issue of saving rural South Africa, saving our farmers, stopping the farm murders is critically important. The Institute of Race Relations is here. They're getting that message out. They pushed a document today which has concrete interventions on how we can save rural SA. There's the EFF leadership right there. The chief instigators walking right away there. There we go. Terrible commies. Terrible commies. This is what happens when you allow commies to take over your neighborhood. Hey guys. This is what happens when you allow commies to take over your neighborhood. Things go south very quickly. But I mean, they literally trashed the streets. Hey man, how you doing? How you doing, guys? Thanks, brother. Thanks. Good to meet you, man. Good to meet you. They literally trashed these streets, and again, credit where it's due. The cops, they put up a barricade. They stopped the nonsense. Credit must go where it's due. The cops did a good job. But you should understand what happens at these sort of events. Is that we often ask police officers to do things that they shouldn't have to do. Hey guys. So I'm gonna end this live stream here. In the background, I don't know if you can see it, is the red and tooth and claw commies themselves.
Run away! Run away!
And yeah, man. I think the funniest part is the residents of Senekal. They're probably watching this on some, what the hell is all of this? Let me flip the camera around. Some ladies in horseback riding through town. Oh, I see the EFF is coming back. Round two. Okay, sister showing some skill in the house. Hey man, don't pull a Eugene Terraplanche on us and fall off. But yeah, man. Our life's slowly getting back to normal. Hey man, how you guys doing? Sorry, I was just trying to keep up with the EFF guys because I wanted to see, or people to see what was happening. Thanks, man. What's your name? I didn't catch your name.
My name is John.
John, nice to meet you, brother. What's your name? Ludwig. Aangenaam kennis julle. Yeah, guys, you know, are you guys from the area? Are you around from here? Free State, right? Oh, well, hey, hang on. We are in Free State, right? Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, man. Guys, thank you so much. And please keep safe. Keep safe. All right, I see the EFF guys are coming back. Again, the whole day for them is to test the limits of government. Let me let the ladies through. Do me along. So here are the EFF members. In the far distance there you can see a truck where their leader stood and spewed his garbage, as usual. There's a guy who I interviewed on the show. Hello, Ra. Here are the cops right here. All right, now we're hearing footstep to the police. Yeah, I saw that comment. Definitely not at the front. Hey guys, the sun is hot for this. Sun is hot. Ain't you feeling hot, girl? Man. Did the EFF provide water for you?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Did you get water when?
Yes.
Okay, so at least you got some water. Yeah, I know that guy. There is a guy in the crowd wearing a Che Guevara cap. I know that guy. He's actually on the show. If you go to the episode where I was in Cape Town, that guy is on the show. That's cool. The one with the Che Guevara hat, the cap, and the glasses. That's so cool. He's very far from home. I did that interview in Cape Town. Where are you guys from? Where are you from, sister? Kwakwa. Okay. And why are you here? Why is coming here? Why was it important for you?
Like you're going to support.
Okay.
This case.
Okay. Oh, so you're supporting the case. Are you in support of Brendin Horner?
Yes, we're supporting and we against the racism.
Okay.
Yes.
Who was being racist?
I'm not sure, but I think the white ones.
Okay. Oh, who told you that though? Just out of interest. But okay, all right. I think there's a lot of misinformation going around, but you know, it happens at events where people are red clad. There's my cameraman over there. All right, guys, I'm gonna call this live stream here.
Have you seen what an excellent job our guys are doing, handing out pamphlets?
Oh, I see. Hello, ladies. Dumelang, Khoto. Hello, hello. Okay. Kicking bins around. I think that guy was wearing an ANC t-shirt and he's being accosted by the EFF members. And now, like street justice always happens, they decide his fate. Will they fetch the guillotine? Find out in the next episode of Commies or Us. Just kidding. Just kidding, people. And no, I'm not taking this lightly. This looks very dangerous. Okay. Like Pep, they're giving him a change of clothing. Very nice.
And then burning the ANC shirt.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that's going to be up in flames soon enough. Is he setting in the light?
Yeah, I know he's sitting on fire. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, how's that for delicious irony? We were told that they're here to protect public property and property. What is that? ANC t-shirt? You're banning Ramaphosa. You don't like Ramaphosa?
Don't do that, teacher.
Don't bend my car, please. Hello. Don't bend my car.
No.
This is just a color yaka. Don't bend my car. I bought that car with my own sweat.
Okay. Is that not just an apt representation of the ANC? Always on the floor, useless. Can you tell Amy Claire? All right, guys. Good.
We don't want AC here. AC must not come here. AC must down. Must down. AC must fall. AC must fall. AC must fall.
There you go. You're hearing it, guys.
Let's get for that. AC must fall. DA must fall and AC. I want to give that guy t-shirt. My t-shirt? Yeah.
Oh, this homie looks drunk.
I don't know. Hey. DA must fall and AC. Must fall. Hey, whatever.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't have a stabilizer on me, so I'm gonna shake my way through this. Baba, what don't you like about the ANC?
ANC is full of shit. It's corrupt. Abogogo bethu manje abafuni ungende. Indaba ye-ANC. Uramaphosa itsotsi bathi imali. Thina we don't get anything. So manje besithuka ngabaphosa. ANC must fall. I like it.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving, guys. Remember the hashtag save rural SA. Hashtag save rural SA. None of this will save rural SA. Even she's laughing at that. All right. All right. We're gonna move on. Try and see if we can get more. For those who are wondering, I Bob. You don't do that, Bob. You don't do that. For those who may be wondering, it is hot as hell out here. I am sweating like a... I actually can't finish that. It's usually a very derogatory thing I often say. Can't finish that. Sorry, y'all. All right, so these are the IR colleagues. They're basically handing out messaging. What do you have here, guys? Do you want to maybe quickly chat about it, Gabriel?
has been doing a very good job of selling the IR here. Some of the locals have taken more to her than to our message.
Okay.
Which is I don't know. But no, are we trying to convince people that this is that everyone is coming because they're angry?
Yeah.
Everyone's angry. Everyone's frustrated. No one thinks this is good enough. And I just think we have the really good opportunity to try and get people to think of how to practically make it better rather than burn things down to build things up.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I don't know, you've also been a star here. You had a very long debate. How did that go?
Well, one of the guys that was speaking to me from the EFF, he was just telling me like, you seeing weapons from, for example, the Africans on the other side doesn't do actually any good for anybody, and you just wants to have a conversation with them. And he said he even went up and spoke to the guys up there, and he actually had a productive conversation, and I think that's actually good, because that's what we're all here about, having a good conversation with everybody, and not only having one side with the loudest voice, but having everybody actually say the fair share.
Absolutely. Guys, remember, the question is, how do we build that moderate middle so that you're able to shut down voices like these on the left who are ultra-radical, and even those who are on the ultra-right, you know, who both sometimes trade, and oftentimes rather, trade on race. How do you build a moderate middle where actually you take the issue of rural safety seriously, as we all should? And the IR has done some great work in that regard. And they came out here, you know, right into the belly of the beast, so to speak, to hand out their leaflet that has these ideas, as Amy Claire is doing exactly that. Now they're probably wondering, why is this beggar looking suave in her Tommy Hilfiger look? Yeah, that's right, I'm calling these t-shirts out. That looks awfully Tommy Hilfiger-ish, but I ain't gonna say anything. Because I'm not like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna call this vlog here. And yeah, man. Let me turn the camera around. Yeah, you got a taste of what happened here in Senekal. Different vested interest groupings descending on a town which, by and large, is not really a part of this in a weird kind of way. Outside of course, the actual farming community that lives here, who came to protest. Because a lot of the people you're seeing here from the EFF are actually bussed in. They're not from here. So one has to wonder what the local Senekal residents think about that, of all these people descending here. I know the local businesses are loving it because there's a bumper trade. That's a good thing. But yeah, a reminder then of why exactly we are here and why we should be here. Brendin Horner, say his name, remind yourself of that, because at the end of the day, all of these distractions were exactly that, a distraction. What we are really, really, really demanding is justice for Brendin Horner. Justice for Brendin Horner. And the thousands of people in this country, the many people, if I can call it that, who are murdered savagely in this country. Enough of this violence. So don't be dribbled, don't be distracted. And remember, we can actually work together to do something, to build a property-owning, prosperous, and free society. But what you don't need are these voices to do that. See some familiar faces there? Here's the Psy guys. Philip! Hey guys, how you doing?
Yes.
Live streaming, Philip Pace. Hey guys, who's that? Kali?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, brother. Sorry I missed your event, guys. Sorry I missed your event. Cheers, but we'll stay in touch. But yeah, man. I'm gonna head off. There's a little bit of Corona for you. Delicious. Dude, what are we doing now? Are we gonna still try and find the farmers? We're still going to produce, of course, an episode for the Big Daddy Liberty Show with the view of releasing it next week, Wednesday. So we're going to get onto that. Make sure you also check out Christoph Smuts' stuff. He'll produce some stuff too. Christoph, what's your social medias?
Just at Christoph Smuts on Twitter. Just
All right, Christoph Smuts. Check him out. Check him out. But I want to begin the long-ass walk up this hill. And yeah, guys, remember, you can support the work. You can help us get out here. It's quite simple. Simple $1 a month, $20 a month. Does the job, man. You can donate via Patreon or PayPal. I'll put that link in the description sometime when you get a moment to just have a seat. And yeah, as I always say, and I'll leave you with this. Fight for the issue. Don't fight each other. I'm gonna repeat that. Fight for the issues. Don't fight each other. So hashtag Save Rural SA. I'll talk more about that in later vlogs. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, as I'm in the belly of the beast, never trust a commie.